Well, the World Health Organization has issued its first ever guidance for how much screen time kids under 5 should get. And they say not very much, and none at all for those under 1. Lee Richardson, founder and clinical director of the Brain Performance Center, is on the KRLD Newsline. So no screen time for kids under 12 months. Where do you stand on this?
Well, I totally agree with that, John, and I come at it from a different perspective. I think about the evolution of the brain. And when a child is born, the size of the human brain is less than a quarter of the size of an adult human brain. And the way that brain evolves in the first year is influenced by a lot of things, a lot of external factors, such as what they see and they hear and what they experience. So I think that brain is so vulnerable during that first year. I mean, by the time that child turns 3 years old, the brain is almost 80% of the adult brain size. And by the time they're 5, it's 90%. So there's so much going on in those first few years that brain is very vulnerable. And we need to treat it with loving care.
Those are fascinating statistics. I didn't realize, how much development was going on just between that time. And so it sounds like up to 5. Well, the World Health Organization says, an hour or less, it looks like for kids under 5, that would be really critical as well. We really need to watch this at least through the time they're 5, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, you think about it. You think about how you react if you hear classical music playing in the background. And then you think about how you react if you hear gunfire and loud screaming and noise like that. I react very differently. And my brain is fully adult size and should be able to process those different sensory experiences. But a brain under the age of 5, I don't see how that's possible.
Now, if you do choose to allow your children to have this limited time, what kinds of programming, what kinds of activities would you recommend?
The main thing I would recommend is make it a shared experience, because there's a good chance that child is just as focused on spending time with their parents as they are with what's on the screen. Kids don't have flashcards anymore. They have an iPad, and they interact with that iPad, and that's how they learn their numbers and their alphabets. So I'm not saying that I think all screen time is bad. I don't. But I think that up until a point in time when that brain can really process it and experience it in the right way, we need to be careful. And we need to make that screen time very nurturing and educational.
Understood. That is Lee Richardson, founder and clinical director of the Brain Performance Center. We appreciate it.